We take our round world for granted. The horizon is flat, the gravity is constant, and the sky is a perfect dome. It's comfortable, it's safe. But in the vast multiverse, physics might play a different game. Imagine waking up tomorrow and the horizon isn't a curve but a sharp geometric line. What if Earth was a cube? This isn't just a change of shape. It is a fundamental rewrite of reality. Gravity, weather, biology, and even time would warp in ways you can't imagine. Today, we are not just explaining the science. We are going on an expedition. From the boiling central oceans to the airless, frozen peaks of the corners. Welcome to Cube Earth. Chapter 1. Life in the Slanted Cities. Let's start our journey in Sector 0, the center of one of the square faces. Here, life feels normal. Gravity pulls straight down. But as you drive just 100 miles outward, things get weird. The ground is flat, but your car engine strains as if climbing a hill. You are fighting the vector of gravity. By the time you reach the mid-rim cities, skyscrapers can no longer be built straight up. If they were, they would collapse. Architects would have to design every building at a tilt, opposing the gravitational pull. Walking to the grocery store would feel like hiking up a 30-degree mountain trail every single day. Chapter 2. Impossible, Sports, and Daily Life. Imagine playing soccer on this world. In the central city, it's fine. But near the edges, the game is impossible. A pass kicked toward the edge would curve backward violently, pulled by gravity toward the center. Stadiums would need to be built on massive angled platforms just to create a level playing field. Sleeping would be a challenge too. You couldn't just have a flat bed. You'd need Velcro straps or tilted floors to stop yourself from rolling out of bed toward the center of the Earth while you dream. Chapter 3. The 6 Isolated Ecosystems. Let's look at the map. On round Earth, all oceans are connected. A whale can swim from the Arctic to the Antarctic. On Cube Earth, this is impossible. The water pools in the center of each face, held by gravity. This creates 6 completely separate evolutionary petri dishes. In Phase 1, maybe giant squid-like creatures rule the deep, pressurized waters. In Phase 2, perhaps aquatic reptiles evolved into the dominant species. They would never meet. And the land animals? Creatures living near the edges would need powerful claws and muscular legs to grip the flat ground that feels like a cliff. They would evolve to be natural mountaineers. Chapter 4. Extreme Climate and Atmosphere. The atmosphere is the next victim of gravity. It also pools in the center. This means the central oceans are under a thick, dense blanket of air. It would be a permanent greenhouse. Temperatures would soar to 60 or 70 degrees Celsius. High humidity, constant storms, and air so thick you could almost swim in it. But as you travel to the edge, the air thins out rapidly. The edge acts like the stratosphere. If you stood on the edge without an oxygen mask, you would suffocate in minutes. It is a barren, frozen desert where the sky turns from blue to black, even during the day. Chapter 5. Crossing the Edge. For thousands of years, civilizations on different faces would believe they were the only ones in the universe. The edge would be a mythical barrier of death. But eventually, technology advances. Imagine the first expedition to cross the edge. Giant pressurized rover trains, designed to climb the gravitational cliff. As they crest the sharp 90-degree turn of the edge, gravity suddenly shifts. They look down and see another world, another ocean, another civilization looking back at them. This could lead to the interface wars. Wars fought not over land, but over the resources of the edges and the trade routes between worlds. Chapter 6. The Corners. The Gateway to Space. Finally, we reach the peaks. The 8 corners. These are the highest points on Earth, piercing out of the atmosphere completely. Here, gravity is weak. You weigh almost nothing. A standard rocket launch is unnecessary. You could build a mass driver or a simple railgun to shoot cargo into orbit. The corners would become the most valuable real estate in the galaxy. Spaceports, observatories, and military bases would crowd these tiny peaks. Conclusion. Return to sphere. Living on a cube Earth is a constant battle. You fight gravity to walk, you fight the air to breathe, and you fight isolation to connect. Physics favors the sphere for a reason. It is the shape of balance, the shape of equality. So tonight, when you lay in your flatbed, without straps, and breathe the even air, be thankful. Being edgy is cool for fashion, but terrible for a planet. What shape should we destroy next? A pyramid? A donut? Or a flat disk? Tell us in the comments. Subscribe for more what ifs.